Okay. Hey, everybody. So, I was watching another stream today, and, it was Escape from this Tarkov. I've heard of this game before, but I never actually saw it. And now, I'm not a big first-person shooter player, because I frankly suck at them, but, I was watching this, and it turns out to be really cool game. So, it's not your it's not a battle royale. So I know that's the big thing these days is, battle royale everything. This is not that. It is a first person shooter. It does feel like a battle royale, but it's totally different. So Tarkov is this Russian area and it's broken up into a number of different locations. And what you do is when you start the game, you create a character of one of two factions. I don't know the big difference between the factions, but this is your main character. Your main character is like it is the big thing that matters. So that's where all the progression takes place. So if you can see my main character here, this is where all the progression takes place. So here's what he currently looks like a goof. And basically, it's kind of like an MMO in that you visit these locations, you do the whole battle royale survival kind of gather stuff, and then kind of like the Division and the Dark Zone, you have to get to an exfiltration point to get away with all the stuff that you scavenge. So, like a lot of the stuff I started with, but you know, these shotguns I scavenged, I was able to gather and then get to an exfiltration point. There are other players in those maps doing the same thing, and there are NPC slash players as well. So I'll explain them next. But the big thing with this game is the gear. So, the gear is pretty cool. There's a ton of it. Like, look at this gun. You can inspect it. And then look at the bottom here. These are all the pieces of the gun. And it even has that old action RPG discovery thing. So this guy, I just discovered this. It's a reflex sight. So I could take this off of it and or replace it. So the gear is really, really neat. The other big thing is backpacks. So there's all these backpacks, and they let you take more. Now it's important to note that what you can take stuff in, but if you die and don't get out, you lose your stuff. However, there is an insurance option that lets you, for a price in rubles, insure it, and then you can get it back within like a day or 36 hours. There's some time frame you have to wait. So if you have something you really like, you can insure it and get it back. Okay, so and then there's the pouch. So this alpha container, anything in there, I will not lose. So if I die in the match, these bullets and this map are fine. Or if I find something cool, I can drop it in there. And I'm pretty sure I could upgrade this to something bigger. And it has the very Diablo-like inventory, which is fun. And then you can get sub-inventories like this one. And only certain kind of items can go in here. So let's see. Can I put the figurine in there? Whatever that figurine is, I can put in there. This paper. This one takes miscellaneous stuff. So it is a nice little inventory game. And there's same things for ammo cases. And they only carry ammo. So you basically build up all the... You keep going into these matches, which I'll show you right now. And there are skills too, so you do level up. and then you can get better passives and ends. I think there's some passive skills. This is a game in beta, so and you can master weapons, which open up more weapons. There's questing system in here. So let's go into here. So I mentioned your PMC, primary main character, I think, but you can also play a scavenger. The scavenger, if you remember, like Warhammer Online and stuff, there's play as monster, or no, I think the better example is Lord of the Rings Online, where you could there are two factions in PvP: the Free Peoples and the monsters, like the wargs and black arrows and all those guys. So the scavengers you can play, you don't take anything in with you. You get a randomized character and you're friendly with the NPC scavengers. Now, everything else applies. So any loot you gather, you have to get to the exfiltration point. Once you do, you can put that loot on your primary character. And so Scavenger's kind of the risk-free way to go get things, but you do not get experience points for that. You only get that on your main character. So Scavengers also time limit. There's a time, like 10 minutes, I think. So if you die or finish, you have to wait 10 minutes to go back on the scavenging. So, and here is the map right now. So there's a bunch of lock zones. So there's shoreline. You can kind of select the time of day you want to go in. So it can be dark out. There's a whole day-night cycle. It's really cool. You can go in the woods. This is a shorter round that you have to survive to get everything. I don't quite know how you unlock this stuff, but we'll get there. So you can kind of pick a place, and then you take a look at the map, and these are the exfiltration points. So let's look at the legend. Oh, this is the entry point. Extraction points. I don't know why some things are yellow yet. So some of it's unknown. So we would start here, and we can extract possibly down here, but the road to customs. So you want to make your kind of way around, gather as much stuff you can, and then hop on out. But we're not going to actually play in this one. This one was just an intro I really want to do. And then there's trading. So there's a whole auction house going on. And it's not just for rubles. It's also, you can trade for items. Now these ones are rubles. Got to inspect, we got to examine this, see what it is. It's a machine gun. First, I don't understand the different currencies yet. I don't have any dollars. But like this assault rifle, I could buy for 1,000,000 ruble. But you can also trade. So some things are for trade. So like I got one of these keys too. So there's keys that get you in a certain room, in special rooms. I haven't got to use it yet, so I got to find a dorm room. So there's this whole auction house too, which is really cool. I mean, if it was a little less hardcore shooter, I mean that's the thing, it's hardcore shooter. It'd be easier for me, but all this other stuff really draws me to this game. It's not on Steam yet, but it's definitely worth checking out. Oh, that's that euros? That's weird. You can buy euros. I don't want. I guess I'm gonna guess one of these is a premium currency. I'm not sure. All right, so that is kind of it. I mean, it's you go in, you scavenge, you fight, you keep building up your main character, and then there are special raids and things like that. So it's very MMO like. I think it's definitely worth checking out if you like realistic shooters and gear. I mean, that's the whole game. All right, that's it. Thanks. Catch you later.